Hey guys. So Apple's calling their Mac Silicon the M1. So before Macs needed multiple chips to deliver the performance and all of its features. It had chips for the processor, security, I/O, and Thunderbolt controller, of course. So with M1, all of these technologies are combined into one single package, delivering a whole new level of integration and versatility, and of course efficiency and more performance. Now the RAM is integrated into the SoC, which means all the parts in the SoC can access the RAM with high bandwidth, low latency, and it's a completely Apple designed package. And this is the first ever processor to be built on the 5 nanometer process node. So we saw this with the A14 Bionic on the iPhones. If you didn't watch that video, it's the first video under the like button. Make sure to watch that. And this is the first desktop CPU, not a mobile CPU, a desktop CPU. Here's a graph showing the performance of the M1. So the latest CPU laptop for Windows, and here's M1. M1 delivers significantly more performance and in every power limit. At just 10 watts, the thermal envelope of the MacBook Air, it's over 2 times the performance of the normal PC laptop chip that you would see. So, CPU performance per watt has been slowly increasing over the years from 2012 to 2020, but when we look at M1, we see a massive 3-time jump. So the M1 comes with an 8-core CPU and an 8-core GPU. It has 8 cores, 128 execution units, 2.6 teraflops, and the GPU performance is also better than the latest PC laptop chip. So we don't know what the latest PC laptop chip Apple is comparing it to, but we have to just wait and see what the chip has to deliver. It can deliver the peak performance of the latest PC chip when using only 1.1 by 3% of the overall power. Now, Apple promises instant wait times.
You touch a girl, but don't you know?
And also instant launching apps. Safari is also much faster. So to learn more about all of these features, go and watch my WWDC video. Mac can also do a hardware verified secure boot, automatic high performance encryption for all your files, and Mac OS runtime protections. So Apple already started working converting their apps and building them right into macOS, and has also partnered up with some companies and convincing them to port their apps over. Now for the first ever Apple Silicon Mac. This is the MacBook Air, and Apple is claiming that it has the longest battery life ever in a MacBook Air. It still has the Touch ID, it still has the same design, and even with the massive improvement in performance, the MacBook Air is retailing at $999. That's the new MacBook Air. MacBook Air with M1, it has jaw-dropping performance. Now the Mac Mini. Now the Mac Mini can do interesting tasks like ray tracing and designing a graphic-intensive game, and it's 5 times faster than the top-selling desktop. It can also have AI boost, and it has an advanced thermal design. The I/O is still the same as before, but it has USB 4 and Thunderbolt 4 instead of Thunderbolt 3 and USB 3. The Mac Mini now starts at just $699. So that's Mac Mini. Powered by the M1 chip, it takes enormous jump in performance. Now for the last but not least, MacBook Pro. Now the MacBook Pro can play back 8K ProRes footage in Davinci Resolve with color grading in full quality without dropping a single frame, and it has the same design with an active cooling simple, and it can last 17 hours when browsing through the wireless web and 10 more hours than before, and that's the longest battery life ever in a Mac. The new Pro has studio quality 3 mic array and has a new camera ISP, which means it has the same camera as before, the 720p camera, but a new processing, image signal processing unit, which is integrated in the M1. And it's still in the same 3-pound design. With all of this performance and capability, the MacBook Pro is $1299 and $1199 for education. So this is the new MacBook Pro with M1. It's the most popular MacBook Pro with a huge boost. All of the systems I talk about, uh, performance up to 3.5 times faster CPU, 6 times faster GPU performance, 15 times faster ML performance, and of course the longest battery life in any other Mac. It has instant wake, long battery life, incredible ML acceleration, and the neural engine, of course. And they're also made from 100% recycled aluminum cases. And the new MacBook Air, Mac Mini, and MacBook Pro start today. You can order them, and they will be all available next week. And Big Sur will be available this Thursday, that means November 12th. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys very soon in the next one.